hostile conditions, the mud in the trenches, the sloshing horror of it.
Winter war in Ukraine is here. Can Ukraine keep pushing Russia back?
When that mud freezes, it is a window of opportunity.
Or will winter swing the war in Russia's favor? This is life on Ukraine's front line in winter.
Ukrainian soldiers trudging through the splashing mire of the trenches. We've just heard sniper fire overhead. That was after all the outgoing from the Ukrainian machine guns. So we're just going to stay down here for a bit.
Plummeting temperatures mean the war is becoming a slow, sticky mess as armoured vehicles slide over frozen roads, break down or become stuck in snow and mud. Some of the most intense fighting is concentrated in the Donbass, in particular Bakhmut, where Russia has been attacking Ukraine for months. And it's here that you'll find these trenches and a totally different way of fighting.
There's no cover, it's winter, all the leaves have dropped from the trees, and so the only way to take cover is underground.
As well as dodging enemy fire, soldiers are trying to avoid hypothermia as they battle to stay warm and dry. Ukraine's Western allies are sending hundreds of thousands of items of winter clothing to help.
The Ukrainian soldiers, they have a lot of discipline. Their actual living quarters, they're quite cozy. They have a sort of, a heating method there. They know how to, keep their kit separate, the dry kit, the wet kit.
But Ukraine's military leaders say they won't sit back. They want to attack and maintain the momentum they gained in late summer. After stunning counter-offensives in Kharkiv and Kherson, Ukraine has seized the initiative in this war. In Kharkiv, special forces on light armoured vehicles smashed through thinly defended Russian positions in a lightning attack. Thousands of square kilometres of territory were retaken in a matter of days, and then Russia retreated from Kherson city after months of pressure.
Of course, there were huge celebrations in Ukraine, a major victory.
And now experts think the coming freeze could be an opportunity to go on the attack again.
The upcoming months actually can lead to intensified fighting. When that mud freezes, it actually provides a more flat ground for Ukrainian forces and Russian forces as well to advance and move. It is a window of opportunity.
Armoured vehicles and tanks are being prepared for the frozen ground, and Ukraine continues to target Russia's supply lines with precision missile systems.
Russians will have a harder time given their existing problems with supplying their forces throughout this campaign.
Videos and intercepted calls from mobilized Russians suggest they are poorly equipped for the winter.
They're going to be wet and cold and miserable.
Most importantly, they lack morale, and they're also stating that the commanders themselves don't want to be there.
Some military analysts say there could be a large-scale collapse of Russian positions if soldiers are left cold and isolated.
They are hoping to hold their defensive line.
A static battlefront gives Russia a chance to bring its artillery forward.
We're seeing some Ukrainian officials already saying that the artillery is overpowered in some areas of Donetsk Oblast.
The US estimates Russia is firing around 20,000 artillery rounds per day, 3 to 5 times more than Ukraine. To help close the firepower gap, the Pentagon has committed to providing nearly 1 million shells to Ukraine. Russia hopes the slowdown will allow them to regroup and bring some of its 300,000 mobilized soldiers to the front.
The likelihood is that they will try and mount some kind of spring offensive. They have a lot of new conscripts coming in. They will be trying to train them and equip them over the winter.
But experts question whether inexperienced conscripts are a match for Ukraine's motivated and seasoned soldiers.
I'm not sure if the mobilized force will be sufficient enough in the long term for Russian forces to regain that initiative.
Putin, though, thinks he can still win.
He is not a man who likes to back down. He has staked his political future on this war. I find it very hard to believe that he's going to change course at the moment.
So far, Putin's most successful strategy has been off the battlefield. He's been able to terrorize Ukraine's civilian population by targeting energy infrastructure with waves of cruise missiles and drones. Ukraine's Western allies are providing generators and some air defense systems, but Kyiv says it's not enough and civilians will die in the cold this winter.
The hope is that this will reduce Ukrainians' enthusiasm for victory, and maybe the Western and NATO support for Ukraine will weaken as well.
But still, Ukraine is resolute.
I don't think that Ukrainian government or Ukrainian people will break.